clear skies and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
You have a moment to speak further.
Good morning. Congrats on second chest. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. You've been good? That's good to hear. Tired. I've been tired. But I've been good. I've been good. Fine. I think it's the weather. I have been so exhausted recently. Aw, that's cute. My cats were cuddling with me this morning, too, when I didn't want to get out of bed. I kind of wish they'd go back to cuddling with me while I was playing games and stuff, but it used to be fine because they do it in my lap, but now they insist on using the keyboard, and I am really bad at typing, so I need to be able to see the keyboard a lot of the time, so that doesn't work. Stick with the flu. Aw, I'm sorry. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. One of my cats gets sick semi-often because of health issues. That there's not really a cure for them. It's just something it's a management thing and not a cure thing. So I understand. It's not a fun situation. Ooh. I don't. Can animals get whooping cough? I know they can get kennel cough. I thought whooping cough was just a human thing. According to Google and veterinary websites, cats cannot contract whooping cough. But the bacteria that causes whooping cough is contractable by cats. It just results in a different disease. So same bacteria, different disease. Either way, though, or I don't know. I'm getting mixed results, actually. I wish vets would give one answer. I wish doctors would give one answer. Either way, it is bad. I hope your cat gets better soon. I'm sorry they're sick. Give them all of the love and the cuddles. Watching you play Fortnite? Nice. Yeah. I always feel really bad when my cat gets sick too. And I can't afford the really expensive stuff, so I go for a cheaper alternative that sort of helps for the most part, thankfully. But it's not the best choice, but it's the affordable choice that still works. What? Hey. No, you guys aren't allowed up here. Anybody? Hey. That's always gross. My cats do that a lot. There's a clip of one of my cats just sneezing while sitting in my lap during stream, and the mic happened to pick it up. Where? Get the what Imperial? Where? Oh, wow, that is a tiny marker. Yeah, which I understand. You don't have to give me the tutorial every time I go to my clip page. A while ago. Share. Link. Paste. There you go. I just realized I never swapped to my game stream. Whoops. Right? I was surprised that that was Rex, the orange one. I'm honestly amazed that the mic even picked it up. It was so quiet. Ginger cats. I've never heard of them referred to like that, but it fits. You seem grim, Cyan. I'll take that to mean that between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I'd be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another of those magic horrors. It's time we bid this war-torn land farewell. We'll contact the Fourth and let Lieutenant Alien know the West is now clear. Would appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Then what news of the Garleans? Raiding parties are no more then? Oh, right. Yeah. The Amagina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. Hear ya. must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Alien has reported a sound victory over the main column and informed me that I can talk today. I can. Promise. Informs me that the Scions already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is. The Rogadin lady with the large axe. But it appeared she has chosen to remain at the site of battle. No, I'm not. Not at this point in time, anyways. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but Northern Thanalan is no place to wander alone, even for capable sorts such as her. Would certainly feel better about things if you could check in on her before you continue on your way. Barkley.
Hold on, I won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know, as Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
That is quite an axe.
And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it? Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
But I use a staff and a book. I don't use blades.
He senses me. A useful talent.
Hanassian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth, meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales. And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh dear. Could it be that frail Hydelin has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
What did that bastard want with us? Nabrialis, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet, unconscious. But this staff, you say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff.
I figured as much.
Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Horse. Oh, big boy. Hello. Hi guys, nothing to see here. Just passing through. I'm gonna walk in here and see everything, like, missing. Oh, you're here. Master Louis Soir's staff is kept in the solar, isn't it? Quickly, now. Yep, it's already gone.
You too.
Oh, she has it.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you.
I'm a dragon. Does that help?
The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
will not harm her!
Oh. Oh, wow.
Moonbreeder!
Okay.
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Oh. That's, not where I was expecting this to go. Okay, then.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Excuse me? There's now just a duty dungeon in my office? In my base? What the heck? Okay. Sure. Let's go with that, I guess. Am I gonna stay there? Is that gonna be there every time I walk in here from now on? It's just gonna be this big black hole, like portal thing in the middle of the office? Give me 1 second. I have some stuff in the dryer, and my dryer sucks, so I have to go put it around again. Give me 1 minute. I'm back. It's kind of helpful that my load is low. The load in the dryer today is smaller. surprised this has such a long queue, honestly, especially since I'm the healer. The MSQ dungeon and everything. I kind of want to go back to bed. It's so long. Nobody on this early? Is that what this is? That could be it. I could see it being a little early. I'm in the first NA time zone, so that's early for me. That's not what I wanted to open. Okay, that's weird. DoorDash myself a breakfast, and they removed all of their breakfast items off their menu. Okay. Never mind, that was really all I felt like this morning. Maybe I'll go make myself some soon. Should have done that before stream, but live and learn. Now, this is kind of boring. Sorry, guys. There's not much I can do to speed this one up. Cat. Nero. No. Well, hope everybody's Wednesday is going well. Wait, not Wednesday. Why the fuck did I say Wednesday? Everybody's Sunday is going well. Hmm. Hi, Poppy. How are you? Good morning. Hi. We're waiting on a duty queue to pop. That's taking a while, unfortunately. I don't think anybody's awake yet. Thank you for the care package. I really need to start cleaning up my inventory a little bit. I'll start doing food a lot once I pick up my next class. But how are you? How's your day? Misty's on. Wait, you can do that. Days going Lee got super toxic after... What? Wait. That... Oh, okay. I had to insert commas. That's what was going on. I figured it out. He got super toxic after 2 Norm games, so I said no. Fair enough. But that seems like typical League to me. Unfortunately. That's why I don't really play anymore, unless I have a full group inviting me. I'm sorry you had a rough time. Sit in her chair. I can. I'm the boss now. Worker made me a 3D printed Umbra. Oh, that's awesome. I'm curious, is it a solid black with just a pattern, or is it actually colored like an Umbra? Because I've seen both. I need to put my evolution poster back up. I gotta find a better way to hang it, though. Is Umbreon your favorite? Hi, Dragon. Of course. Of course. Ew, creepy. Right, Dragon? Like, I'm sitting here for 20 minutes, you join, and it's instant. I mean, I know you're a tank, but still, that's not okay. I'm upset. Gotta fix those cues. What am I supposed to do? Ow. Oh. Somebody's dead. Where's their body? There it is. Thank you, Dragon. That was rough. I have no idea what was going on there, but a lot of people were getting hurt. Mr. Logan? I think that's what that one is. I don't know. I don't actually know how that class works yet. I know it was something to do with cards. But I, from what Bastion told me, they changed it at one point, so it's different. Oh, here we go again. Oh, are we supposed to run into those? Is that what we're doing? Yep, okay. Everything went dark. Oh. Oh, were we supposed to go in there? Why? What? Hi, Archer. Early stream today? Yeah. Why would you use limit break on the tier? secret Astian man. Usually out cold in an hour, so it's weird seeing you in a good way, of course. Yeah, good to see you. But I was awake. I couldn't get back to sleep. And I still want to get out of ARR. Do 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 do. But how are you? How was archery?
You're safe. Thank the 12.
I'm passing out. You got there. Bit of bullying phone, but you passed out once you got there. I'm sorry. That's really sad, but it's really you. Unfortunately.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
Hold on a minute. I gotta check something. Fantasy 14. Reales. Gideon Emery. Gideon Emery. Where do I know his voice from? I recognize so many voices in this game, and it drives me insane because it's like, where from? Not that one. I am playing through that, but that's not where I would recognize it. God, he's in a lot of stuff. He's Ariane Jade as well. Their voices sound too different, though. That's definitely not where I recognize it from. Holy crap, he is in everything. I don't know. He's in a lot of stuff I've seen, but none of them I would really recognize off the top of my head. Oh. Do 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 do. Ads are almost over. Alright, welcome back from ads, everybody. I mean, he's not wrong, Archer. You passed out at every opportunity you have at this point.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
What trickery is this? No. No. Cannot. No.
Haha. You got it stuck into the crystal. Creepy weirdo.
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free. Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light.
Oh, does the stone on this change depending on what I chose? Because this is the one I chose.
Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me. I shall make you pay for your insolence.
Yeah, the dragon gonna come out.
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louis Soir, I understand now. The choice you made. In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger.
No.
Daft old coot.
No, she just got here.
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
Holy crap.
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
This is depressing.
Moonbreeder. She's gone.
Myself to start this morning off with somebody dying.
My friend, the Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She gave her life to temper the Blade of Light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands. Does Urianger know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louis Soir. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition,
Now I'm sad.
he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom.
Too early for this.
Yet this great soul whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louisoix gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
In my head.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He
I think the
desired
left side of my
that
headphones just
Moonbreeder
died.
discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Now I'm choked up. This is not how I was expecting to start my day. Never have I seen Urianger so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. We shall gather in the Charlayan Manor to celebrate Moonbreeder's life, mourn her passing. As Boombrida was a native of Charlian, I feel it is only fitting that we gather before the Mark of the Scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? It is a monument found at Wraithfrost and is sacred to Thaliak, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul, and bid her a peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. My food is here, I will be right back. I have returned with breakfast.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not. And you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
You're such a jerk. Thank you for the help with the queue, by the way, Dragon. And appreciate it. Now I have food in me. Though we have said our farewells, the pall of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me. As antecedent, it is my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. And I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own. and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree? Excuse me. It's as if a dagger has been thrust into my heart. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. Louisoix, Montbrina, our fellows at the Waking Sands. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need remind you of this. It's for my own benefit that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of mine own chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping. My apologies again. There is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come. A victory won, a comrade lost. Honor the fallen, the living forge ever on, towards the light of a new day. Have you a moment? I believe Ida wished a word with you. To consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her trouble. She has not been herself since Moonbreeda's passing. My heart aches to see her so downcast. Hey, it's Malty. Great. Oh, it's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's just hard, you know? The thing is, I know Moon would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this. Which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. Placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena a little while ago, and it's ready to be picked up. Trouble is, I find Rowena a bit difficult at the best of times, and, well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I just can't face it at the moment. So, I was wondering, do you think you could maybe collect it for me? I have the coin to pay for the flower right here. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you, and the daisy at Rathfrost. No. What can I do for you today, adventurer? Eldritch trinket to trade? Eh? They've got you running errands now? Those scions really know how to make the most of their talents, don't they? And the savior veers you to the bleeding market. Find use of your time, that is. Seriously, though, you'd best learn how to say no. They'll have you mucking out the chocobo stables now. Anyway, what was it you were here to pick up? The moon daisy, was it? Here, then, take it. Until at Eda lasts, I've got a wide selection of headwear in stock if she ever decides to replace that dowdy old mask of hers. God knows she needs to. Jerk. I like you less now. Marina can be so annoying. She just will not take no for an answer. Every time I visit her, she insists I replace my visor with something more fashionable. And when I tell her I like it just fine the way it is, she says it again, and then again, and then again. It drives me crazy. What I mean to say is, I really appreciate you doing this for me. So anyway, let's see it. Moonbreed loved these things, you know. I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
What terrible timing.
Is that what I think it is?
Hello, can you hear me? We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
Past it. Ooh, hi. My apologies for the interruption. I was deeply saddened to learn of Moonbreeze's passing. Her loss will be sorely felt. Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leave us little time to mourn. The envoy from Coerthus will soon arrive, and we must hasten to hear her report. The envoy is here. I thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forego the usual pleasantries, if I may. Certainly. You come with news of the Dravanians? Aye. The dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the central highlands a short while ago, and battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Aymeric himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights, and several companies of the noble house's finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced into retreat, our victory, if such it may be called, came at the cost of many of our own. Too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault. Paint a grim picture, my lady. It is reinforcements you seek, then? We do. Though it pricks our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Aymeric would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well, I shall depart for Coerthus at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Commitment to quelling the unrest in Ul'dah must take precedent. It is with such contingencies in mind that I must make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the grand companies of Eorzea. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? I will gladly appeal to the grand companies on your behalf. I dare not promise a favorable reply. I need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzean Alliance, you can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations and have them present your request directly to the heads of the grand company. In the event that your plea does receive a favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. That's only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Aymeric's authority in this matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request. Personal appeal to you, Warrior Flight. Lord Commander desires to speak with you. Much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellow's involvement. You faced Midgard Somer and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Thank you. Wear the mantle of hero well. Name the road leads us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive. Do 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 do. Again.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken.
Oh, okay.
Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Alrighty then. It seems I was the swifter. You two, however, have arrived with time to spare. Our host has yet to make an appearance. The murmurings about how camp tell of some manner of trouble at the gates of judgment. In the Lord Commander's absence, I suggest we visit the place and find out what is afoot. It's a blizzard. It's a blizzard. The Gates of Judgment are much more than mere doors. They are the outermost layer of Ishgard's magical wards. Our first line of defense can be so easily shattered. When I laid eyes upon Lady Iceheart, I felt the marrow freeze within my bones. Heretic scum, how dare they meddle with our divine protections? I shall rid our nation of their blasphemy, even if it means cutting them down one by one. But we need not fret over much. There are yet several layers of arcane protection that shield the city from invasion. Mother will be fine. Seeing the heretic struck the first, and most telling, blow against Ishgard. Science, we expected you at Camp Dragonhead. Apologies. We chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates, and thought it prudent to investigate the cause. Then you have learned of the heretic's treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her fellow followers against our defenders, and came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. Let us speak more of this back at the camp. Sir Aymeric awaits you. Our armor looks so much whiter out here. Like, inside it looks very silver. Metallic. Lady Iceheart has grown bold indeed if she would risk direct action against the city. Come, let us do as we were bid and return to Camp Dragonhead. Lord Hoshvent will know where Sir Aymeric means to receive us. Probably that same little room as every other time I've talked to him. 'Tis reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend when one's homeland teeters upon the very brink of disaster. Though a single misstep could send us plunging into the abyss, your heroic presence stokes the flames of courage within my heart. Ah, but you did not come to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. The Lord Commander has arrived to treat with you in the intercessory. Yep, same room as always. Greetings, sir. Shall I show you inside? Yes. No. I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologize for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, we are but recently returned from the gates of judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Elfinod, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I want to introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally. Pt.29. Estinine? I don't know. Those are some boots. They have spurs on them. I present to you Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. Impressive title, though I confess, I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. They are formidable warriors all, even among such masters of the lands. Etestine is without equal. He, out of all the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of dragons, and may thus contend with any Dravanian. You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. So, you are the adventurer of whom they spoke. I see now why my blooded fair sang in anticipation of our meeting. Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design, as confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault on the gates. It would seem that Lady Iceheart and the Dravanians share a common goal, the reclamation of Nidhogg's stolen eye. Nidhogg, one of the 7 great worms. His name features prominently in your nation's history. Though once defeated by the hero Haldrath, the beast is said to have terrorized Coerthas since Ishgard's founding. Aye. Many are the scars our walls bear from Nidhogg's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldrath plucked from the bested wyvern's skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard, and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of his strength, and then no wall or ward he could erect would be stout enough to deny him. My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor. The eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. It is kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But those stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics. The dragons are another matter. They are individuals within the Dravanian horde, whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel. Say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does age rob them of their strength. Through the endless march of years, the dragons endure. Patient, calculating, inexorable. You must understand, these creatures do not share our perception of time. And that is especially true of the great worms. Who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. It has been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our sky. 20 years for him to gather his strength, and for us to bolster our defense. And now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the Creed, then? Of that, we cannot be certain. Though we know the heretics covet the eye, we've been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has been fit to rend in Ishgard's protection. It's a weakness that Dravanians are not like to leave untested. Oh, pardon me. So it would seem. You have described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander, and I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness of the coming battle against the dragon. As much I expected. Unlike our arrangement concerning the Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. Difficult to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania. When the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, he refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde would have little cause to linger. Until the Guardians arrive, that is. For you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Coerthas. They would not even have to draw steel. Imperial province sharing a border with Mordona, 7 hells. Very well. We will assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now, upon the matter of the roar. Allow me, Sir Aymeric. Through the power of the eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very own blood. My very blood. Fear not. I am in full control of my faculties, I assure you. The eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wheresoever I go. Its a lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. Then the worm who roared? Was Nidhogg. Aye. He means to hurl his horde against Danafin's collar and shatter the remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt. The worm has summoned his minions to war. Can I jump over the table in here? Though the circumstances are far from ideal, this desperate endeavor will at least provide us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzea together in common cause. Sir Aymeric was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. Suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. Did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? The Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders. I suspect this softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperation comes at something of a bittersweet victory. The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. If we are to aid the Ishgardians in this war of theirs, preparations will have to be made, and soon. Before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make a report to the Intestinate. There will be ads in about 1 minute, so I am just giving you guys about 2 minutes. I'm just giving you everybody a heads up to be prepared for that. I will pause story as I always try to.
Alphino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war.
Do 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 do. Ugh. I gotta stop yawning. Welcome back from ads. Let there be no, oh, I forgot they were.
But if all here believe the cause to be just,
No.
then to war we shall go. The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end.
It's not like I have a choice.
For those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
Knew I didn't trust those two. I bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. The members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause. Our comrades will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. Smaller matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support I leave to Elfina. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the coming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of our own security. Eredin's Toll is but a short flight from the snowfields of Coerthas. It is not unimaginable that the fighting may spill across the border. Grey briefs left born on the brewing conflict and discuss potential contingency. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over our walls. I only hope that such precarious precautions prove unnecessary. But before you leave, might I suggest that you have Tataru company? He has a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. What quest am I on and how many more do I have to go? Volunteer Dragon. Let's see. Ooh. Did those. I just did that one with Dragon. There we are. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 more quests. I think I'm almost to Heaven's Word. I think I only have 11 left to go. We are rather close to Coerthus, aren't we? Best see to our own defenses and take stock on our supply. Oh, and we'll also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. Good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go. 101 things to discuss with Slathborn. Okay. I walked by you. I got past you. So that means I can have the 8th ray right now, right? I appreciate the warning. If war is coming to Coerthus, then the toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about finding room for an infirmary, as well as temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I would return the favor. As for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil, and I am certain headquarters will say the same. There will be no official Adventurers Guild presence at this siege. That said, each adventurer is of course free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of my more capable colleagues on your behalf. And you might try your luck here in Revenant's Toll. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who will answer your call to arms. Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. Spare me your talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I've survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard. Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess. That ain't what I wanted to talk to you. Need you to cast your mind back to that scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plant. A lad from Little Alamega by the name of Wilred was there with the fort that day. And I want to see if you've seen him since. Have ye? God damn it, I feared as much. No one's bloody seen him. Like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. That ain't all. Around the time Wilred stopped turning up for duty, some black market weapons went missing from our vault in Ul'dah. Now, of course, half the Braves suspect the lad of making off with the goods. Folk like to believe our company is a disciplined fighting force. As you and me both know, it's no more than a motley... motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing that binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for the freedom of all. That and the steady pay. Now, compared to most others in this crew, Wilred's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp amongst the wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he talked about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. And this is just between you and me, mind. There's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me about something queer he'd noticed in the ledgers. Something about the Braves' numbers not adding up. Aye, there's a villain at the end of this tale I've stumbled on, and I'll bet me good eye it ain't young Wilred. Any road, you've got a war to wage, so I'll let you get on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you. Oh. You have quite an armored chocobo there, dude. Out here? Ah, there you are. So Ishgard seeks sellswords to bolster its ranks, eh? I'm not sure I like the sound of the siege. Those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards. Ah, but I have pledged myself to guard Revenant's Toll. Modest work though it is, I am loath to break the terms of my contract. What to do, what to do. There you are. So we played to the Ishgardians? Well, the dragons are a fearsome lot. Let's lay me fair share if the coin was good. I've worked for one of them knights before. No. Watch me like a bloody hawk he did. Still, I'd put up with worse than that for a heavy purse. We're supposed to get up here normally. Oh. I did not know there was an upstairs. Over tables would have been nice. Volunteer my services in the defense of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers. I do not mean to offer them mine. It was to escape such a fate that I took up the mantle of adventurer in the first place. I would sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddle behind an icy wall. There you are. So, did you sway any hearts? One or two, eh? Well, added to mine, that makes 3 or 4, not including Slafborn's friend. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say one Revenant's Toll veteran is worth a dozen clanking knights at least. Oh, I've been so caught up with recruiting that I almost forgot. There's been word from Elfenau. Apparently, the alliance leaders are convening in Ul'dah to discuss Ishgard's plight, and they've requested your presence, as usual. Anyway, you'd best make your way to Ul'dah, or you'll be late. Elfenau said that he would meet you on the Royal Promenade. Ul'dah. My apologies for calling you away from your task. I had hoped to proceed with these negotiations one leader at a time, but it seems my urgent request for an audience has prompted a gathering of the council. Needless to say, I felt obliged to attend. The alliance leaders are already seated within. Let us join them, shall we? Ugh.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Brave's intervention.
Tsar has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard, not when our own homes are still under siege.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords?
That's rude. I'm part of one of those.
Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again. If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard. Your Grace?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
Hi, Commonwealth. How irresponsible were you last night? Hopefully you didn't spend everything you had. And you didn't get jumped either. Don't give me the ... I didn't forget. My memory might be shit, but it's not that bad. Right. You know the VOD is saved and your chats are on there, right? My day's alright. I'm kind of tired, but it's going fine. God damn it. No, you're irresponsible. Walked right into that. I know I did. But to be fair, regardless of what anybody says, that's a pretty easy one to walk into. Once again, I owe you an apology. Seems you have been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable danger. I fear we have been left with little alternative. By something? Yes, I saw that. Uh-huh. Oh, well, abandon Lord Hoshfin and Sir Aymeric to their fate. Must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill our roles as the Eorzean's guardian. Now, what defense do you have for this? They're truly financially responsible or self-critical. That's not a defense! Captain Ilbert, what news? Then the assault has begun? Yeah, but this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our forces into position. Your unit will join House Durandare at the Stone Vigil. Prove what in court? The fact that that's not a good defense? I don't have to prove anything. You tell that to a judge, and they're just going to straight up tell you that's not a good defense. There's no proof required. Man the cannons alongside the knights, and then the Dravanian horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I'll join you as soon as I am able. That's not a good counterpoint either. I would have you and your adventurous allies bolster the defense of the Steps of Faith. We report first to Sir Marceline at the Gates of Judgment, and he will direct you to where you are needed most. May the gods grant us victory. You would make a terrible lawyer. Counterpoint. Nuh-uh. I could do that too. I think you would get kicked out of the court for that. You have to wait a good another 30 years before you get a lawyer who would understand what that meant. You are the appointed captain of the Sellswords contingent? Then welcome. There is no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, Dravanian skirmishing parties are harrying positions across the Central Islands. Assign the Crystal Blades and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks. For the present, I would have you join them. This is, of course, merely a precursor to the assault on Ishgard proper. The wily serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but we will not be so easily drawn out of position. What? So your client eats innocent men? Pretty sure that means that they're not innocent, because cannibalism is not legal. The Temple Knights will remain on the Steps of Faith and continue our preparations. When the Horde arrives in force, they shall face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once their advanced skirmishes are slain. I don't know. I have no clue what anything you said in that sentence is. I feel more like I just had a seizure reading that one. Look, I got past your gate. And yeah, and I don't understand half of those modern words or modern slang. Like I got bits and pieces of that one. Oh, I fully admit I am very out of touch, but... No, that's illegal. That'll get you arrested. Then you'll have to defend yourself in court. I'm not sure if I want to. Go smoother, slower. What news, adventurer? The reinforcements? Decimated, you say? Iranian devils. Damn their scaly hides. Just the fact that it's called Skibbity Toilet is insane. Hold fast to your grief and fury, sir. We will... Ugh. We will avenge the deaths of your fellows in the battle to come. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lie the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply a means to cross the Sea of Clouds, the bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane wards that form the barrier we call Danafin's Collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, that thrice-damned witch Iceheart stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the steps of fate. After the first 30 episodes, it becomes decent. The Dravanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the ward. The winged devils will be free to soar within the city itself. That's like saying when somebody watches what was that one? What was that show with a really bad season finale? Game of Thrones. No, that's like when somebody tells you to watch Game of Thrones. It's all great except for the last like 3 seasons. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. I don't know, I like most of Halo. 3 yet remain, and we have dispatched our forces accordingly. I would ask you and your comrades to accompany our defenders at the outermost ward. I should hope that includes us as well, yes? We're at push-ups? Okay. Let me get through this, and then I'll do the push-ups. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Do not well stand idly by while the Horde threatens the good people of Ishgard. Indeed, to do otherwise would go against all that Master Louisoix has taught us. As for where we may be of most assistance, I think it prudent we divide into 2 groups. Eden and I will join the rear guard. Right. If the dragons should reach us, we'll be sure to give them what for. Thank you, all of you. Pray speak with me again when your preparations are complete. Together we shall stand against the Horde. Okay. Push-ups. Alright, I'm back. That dragon was like goblin with Lilith. They're not a wanderer or a traveler. I still don't know what that word means. Just find it weird. Chris, you were ready then? Good. Come, let us make for the battlefield. Oh, big dragon. Oh, I'm essentially doing a dungeon with NPCs. Okay. What is that circling around me? What am I supposed to do? Oh, there it is.
Let's finish this quickly, shall we?
I can make it quick.
Accentuates my Riz even further. Okay, so I do know what Riz means. And where it came from. Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the third wheel. What the fuck?
To me!
Yes, can I help you? Alright, what did I do? Why are you bonking me? Just like annoying you? I wouldn't say it's annoying. I put it there for a reason. What is I supposed to do with these? I don't know. Whatever you want. That's what they're there for. If you enjoy bonking me, then just bonk me. Up to you. This is a very loud event. Oh, the figures? I don't know, you bought them. They'll just put the boxes on a shelf or something. You're gonna turn into one of those collectors who just stares at their figures all day. An impulse buy. That's why I told you shouldn't be going. Ow. That's what I was supposed to do, not go. That'd be funny. No, you don't. We had that conversation. Yes, we did last night before you went. Ow, 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 ow. Guess I got 140 bucks worth of figures. There? Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. This is just a DPS check now. There we go. Do, 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 do. Got ads in about 1 minute. Dragons, they're withdrawing. Victory is ours. Gatling cannons? Or does it shoot out 4 bullets at once? It's a shotgun cannon. One of Nidhogg's greatest champions, slain. The Lord will not soon recover from this blow. What of you, Nidhogg? Why did you not join your minions and make of this battle a slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your lair? Mayhap you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter. I shall slay Iceheart and all the rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm, Nidhogg. Only your death will sate my... Big stretch. Okay, I'm not going to start that talk yet because I'm expecting ads to start in a second. Instead, I'm going to make the water. Yep, there they are. Ah! Welcome back from ads. Aldi, the dragons are routed. Lest you wonder, the fighting at the Steel Vigil was also fierce, and my Crystal Braves were not found wanting. Meanwhile. There we go. Oh my buzz, what I do with the figures. I said, oh boy, this is gonna take a while. Commander Levelor, Multi. True to your word, you arrived to aid us in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all the dragons are fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Please let us meet anon, that I might express my thanks with the proper courtesy. You're eating candy? More Tic Tacs? Halloween candy? Ah. Yeah, weird. You were the one who I was talking to about Tic Tacs, right? Or was that somebody else that I'm forgetting about? Yep, that was you. It may hurt my teeth, but I won't put it to waste. You indeed achieved a victory of singular importance. With the Dravanian horde thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. By the way, please tell me you didn't actually just dissolve your 600 Tic Tacs in a bowl of water and drink it. I hope that was a joke yesterday. And mayhap equally significant, the Holy See must not recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Lead the oh man. Only have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean Alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against dragons and primals, the Ascians and the Empire. But step by unfaltering step, we march ever nearer to our goal. And as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. The victory you have won this day gives us greater hope for the morrow. the hope that shall sustain us in the days to come and bear us past the many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, would take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievement. The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilbert back to Ul'dah and reassign those braves whose squads suffered heavy losses. You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stones. Pray return to Revenant's Toll and share your tale with Minfilia in person. We'll see to informing the other nations of what took place here. Do be sure to give our regards to Minfilia.
Cat? No.